What is up, guys? We are live on Facebook over here. I'm also live on my cell phone on Instagram. Guys, I'm hopping on here because I have been holding back some serious value that I can bring to you all. So I wanted to hop on here. I'm going to start doing this every Friday where I do a Freedom Friday live video sharing with you all different tips on building an online business and how I succeeded in the online space. Obviously, I do a lot of health and wellness promoting, and I talk a lot about fitness, and I'm a personal trainer. I've lost 65 pounds personally. And so, a lot of my focus for the past 3.5 years has been on helping other people win in their health goals. But I think it's really important that I start to share with you all what it is that I'm doing to be successful in business building because I have like blown my own mind. And so if you have ever considered building a business and you've ever thought even just a little second about it, drop me in the comments. Or maybe you are building one. This is going to be super helpful for you. This is going to be completely off brand, like not a specific company, but I will be sharing every Friday, Freedom Friday from now on. We'll do a Motivation Monday live about health and wellness tips. So that way I can add it all in and I can help as many people as possible. Hello, Instagram people that are popping in here. By the way, don't forget to say, hey, girl, hey. Let me know that you're on here. We say, hey, girl, hey, around here to let me know that you are watching, engaging, and that you are excited to learn more about what I have to share. So, to be honest, I have been holding a lot back because of limiting beliefs about what I was capable of teaching you all. So, I know that I have a lot of value to give with business, but it's like, do people want to listen to Tiffany for those tips or do they want to know more about health and wellness? Well, I think it's really important that we talk about all of it because all of it is life changing. Health and wealth. I mean, if you have your health, but then you have no money to go do anything fun or to, I mean, health is number one for me. Because you can't replace that. Like you can't get it back. Money you can get back, but we want to live a life that's full and that doesn't limit us, that allows us to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And I'm a very like I don't like to have a boss. I don't like to go to a 9 to 5. I did that for several years. I got my bachelor's degree. I'm an ultrasound and X-ray tech, and I did that. Hey, girl, hey over there, Brittany. I see you, girl. I did that for 7.5 years, was working full time, taking call. I see Mary's on here. Hi, Mary and Laura. I see you guys are hopping on here. Yes, let me know where you're coming in from as well. And I quickly realized that I didn't want to have to do this for the next 40 years. Like, I didn't want to work the 40, 40, 40, like work 40 hours a week for 40 years. Um, well, the 40, 40, it's not the 40, 40, 40. To work 40 hours a week for 40 years to have like 2 weeks of vacation, right? A year. And I didn't want to live my life that way. I didn't want to be limited on what I could do and what I could achieve. I didn't want to limit on my income either. And the cool thing about social media these days is that we can scale our income as big or as small as we want to. We get paid based on performance, not necessarily based on time. And if you can scale your online business to a point to where you're not putting in as much time, but you are still making more money, that is what you call residual income, right? It's money, making money while you sleep. And so I'm really passionate about sharing that, guys, because for the last 2.5 years, I've been working completely for myself, by myself. I do have an assistant that I have had to bring on because without one, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I wouldn't be able to help as many clients as I help. She helps me with a lot of different things, but that'll be a completely different live video. We're not going to talk about that just yet. We want to talk about getting started in the online space. So I want to know who here is busy and could use some extra money. Make sure that you drop money in the comments or busy and let me know. Are you busy? Could you use an extra income? Could you use a side hustle? Would you like to fire your boss? Because I will tell you that these things are things that you can achieve. But first of all, you have to get past your beliefs, your limiting beliefs, your beliefs that are holding you back from getting started into something like this. Brittany, I see you said money over here on my Instagram. Hello, hello. TikTok's been kind of weird lately. I was going to go live on TikTok and I'm like, no, TikTok, nope. They shut me off in the middle of my live video the other day. So I'm like, nope. Somebody reported me for illegal substances, which is drugs. Okay. Everybody knows I use supplements, not drugs. Regina from Missouri is saying she's thinking about this. That's awesome. Regina, I love it. And it's so good to be open-minded, because this day and age, like, there are times that we really truly need to be open-minded. We need to be looking at other options for income. We need more money to make ends meet. Gas prices are skyrocketing. There's talk of a recession. Why wouldn't we build something that is ours, that we can control? Literally, the biggest business builders and the biggest people who've created millions and millions of dollars were made during these times when everyone else was slowing down and backing off and afraid. Okay. I just want you to know that, like, so many big, huge leaders were built during that time because they kept going and they didn't slow down. They decided to be outside of the box and to share their vision with the world. So I'm on here because I want to share my vision with you, and I want to share that you can. And if you're not open-minded to it, then there's no point in you being on here. But if you are entrepreneur-minded, if you are open to creating an extra income, if you would love to be able to not have to ride it out to next paycheck to go get your groceries or your gas, guys, you definitely want to tune in for this. So like I said, I've been holding back because I am real big into health and wellness. Also, I can't see you if you're not letting StreamYard. You have to click the little link that says that you will allow StreamYard to see who you are. I see Laura and I see Mary, but then I have a Facebook user down here. So just so you guys know, I want to know though, if you've ever thought about doing something like this, but you didn't know how. Have you ever considered making money online, but you didn't know how to do it? Just drop me in the comments. And I think we talked a little bit about that earlier. Like, what is the way to get started? Or maybe your problem is this. Have you ever attempted to do something because you thought, what if what I say isn't what anyone wants to listen to? Drop me in the comments. Just drop it down there. Let's see it. Hey, Natalie, what's up, Brittany? Because I will tell you that most people have thought that before starting a business. Is this going to be beneficial to someone? Why would I even waste my time if this is not going to be helpful to anyone? If you've ever thought that, drop it down below. Let me know. And like I said, if you're just popping on here, don't forget to say, hey, girl, hey. And what if you've never done something like this before and you, like I said, don't even know where to get started? So all of these things were things that I feared and thought about. I was worried what people were going to think about me. I was worried of whether or not I would be successful. And this is looking back, you guys, like 8 years. Okay. I was worried of whether or not I would be successful with something like this. I had people doubting me. I had people actually tell me that I wouldn't be able to do what I had set out to do. I had a lot of negativity, and you're going to have that. Like when and the biggest negativity is going to come from yourself for the most part, because we have some really bad negative self-talk. Have you ever talked yourself out of doing something because you just told yourself you couldn't do it? Has anyone ever done that? Say talked myself out of it in the comments. I want to know. Because I will tell you, most people who've started a business have done that. Okay. Everyone, if they tell you they have not done that or they haven't doubted their abilities, then they're lying to you. Every single successful person that you see started exactly where you are, or where maybe you're past that beginning stage, but maybe you're at a plateau. Every single level that you will experience on your journey to successful people have experienced. It did not come easy for them. It's not one of those, oh, it must be nice type of things. Everyone has been through it. Okay. Everyone has had self-doubts and limiting beliefs. Every single person. And so I want you to know, first of all, that you are not alone on that. And that just because you have those beliefs doesn't mean you have to stop. You cannot let it paralyze you. Okay. Don't get paralyzed by the process. You have to start. How will you ever know what you could have achieved if you never start to begin with? So that is like, it's a real big thing that I need to share with people because it's something that I still do. Literally just got off the phone with my mentor before I came live today. And I was like, why would I start talking about building a business whenever people come to me and want to hear from me about health and wellness and weight loss? But the truth is, like, it all goes together. I have mastered the art of marketing and using social media for marketing the products that I love and my goods and services, and like my personal training, and also my the Fat Blaster you guys see me use, the collagen products, the vitamins, because I think supplements are super important, especially if they're really, really great supplements. But I've been able to figure that out, and I've been able to utilize social media and online marketing to achieve any goal that I wanted to achieve. And I want to be able to bring this value to you all. So for what I'm going to be doing for the next month, and actually I want to continue it as long as forever. Like, I want to do Freedom Friday, and I want to share different pieces of my entrepreneurial journey with you all to teach you how to have a successful business online. Who here is interested in having success? Make sure you drop success in the comments. Like, you're not just out to make a few dollars, and maybe you are. Maybe you just want an extra $200 for gas and groceries, or maybe you just, want to add an extra $50 or whatever it might be. Some people have very small goals, and some people's goals start out very small and they get very large. For me, my goals were small in the beginning, but they grew as my business grew. And as I grew, I learned that I could do more. I didn't have to limit myself to where it was. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Yuritsa says she wants to achieve success. Who wants to have fire your boss type of success? Because that's the type of success that I'm here to give you. That's the type of success that I'm here to bring. And yes, that means if I can help you fire your boss, I can also help anybody who wants to make an extra couple $100 a month, because that's just the beginning phases, baby. All right. I will tell you, the beginning of creating a successful business is first working on your mindset and just doing it afraid, doing it scared, getting past your limiting beliefs by doing the things that you're afraid of doing, which would be just getting started. You don't have to know everything to get started. Who feels like they have to know everything to start something? Crazy, right? Because how are you going to know anything if you never start? How are you going to learn if you don't do? How are you going to learn the best tactics and things that didn't work if you don't try them for yourself? Because literally every single thing that might work for someone else may work in a different way for you. Everyone's journey is different, and you have to remember that, and you have to be willing and open-minded and ready to put yourself out there and learn new things. If you want to learn new things, if you are open-minded, that's amazing. You're in a great space. If you're not yet, that's okay too. But you still have dreams and you still have goals, and you have to start somewhere. Find someone to mentor you that has had the type of successes that you would like to have. All right. That's your first step. Find someone to be your mentor. Write mentor down in the comments, you guys. You have to have someone that you can confide in, that you can trust, that has had success. Don't ever ask for advice from someone that you wouldn't trade bank accounts with. Okay. If you wouldn't trade bank accounts with that person that you're asking advice from, it's probably not the best place to get advice from. Okay. If it's when it comes to business success, that's not the way to go. You want to go to someone who has had success, who you see having success and winning over and over and over again, that have also had failures, that have been through the very processes that you're going through in starting a business and maintaining your business. All right. And just a quick story about me, because some of you are like, who in the heck is she? Like, I may not know, you may not know me. Some of you are new to my page. And like I said in the beginning, I lost 65 pounds. I've been in the online marketing business for 8 years now. I personally am able to sell over, I've sold between 35, this is what I average, between 35K in points and about 80K monthly. So it usually falls in between that range, which is insane. But I've been able to do that all through social media. Okay. I don't go door to door. I don't have parties. I do not do anything crazy. It's literally all built on social media. I use a text messaging platform to help me keep my contacts in one place when we have sales and promotions, which I'm going to talk all about that more in depth. So definitely stay tuned each Friday because, like I said, I'm going to be doing the Freedom Friday. We're going to do some Motivation Monday and talk health and wellness tips on Mondays. But on Fridays, we're going to talk business. Okay. Who here is building a business? Say business in the comments. Or who wants to? Okay, let's do this. Like, who wants to do it? Y'all are not here just watching me by chance because you're just like nosy. You want to know how what I do can be beneficial to you. And not just like, oh, I'm not just saying you have to like stick to one specific company. This is like brick and mortar businesses, like any business, any business, not just network marketing, not just what I do, is going to be able to be built through the tips that I give you. Okay. Because it is proven. I've done it. I've been there and I can mentor you through social media. And I can, if you have no idea where to even start at, I can help mentor you through my social retail business as well. But I built this business, and for the last 2.5 years, like I said, I've been working for myself. I was an ultrasound tech, and I now get to live a life of freedom. We're taking like 5 vacations this year. It's really freaking crazy. We bought our dream home last summer. This is not a brag. This is saying I went from not being able to pay my mortgage in 2018 because I had dropped down to PRN at my job and was um, trying to make my other business work, but it just wasn't because the techniques and the marketing was not there. But I couldn't pay my bills. Like I was struggling and working what I considered to be a really good job and what most people in society would consider to be a really good job. Missy says mentor in the comments. I want to know, guys, what's your biggest hang up? Like, think about it. What is your biggest hang up when it comes to starting a business? I would love to hear from you in the comments. What holds you back? And I also want to say, guys, like there's so many ways to get started building business online to where you don't have to invest a lot of money. Okay. You can invest very minimal money and get started doing something that could create long-term success for you. So why in the heck wouldn't you start it? Okay. And that was another thought that I had. Like I almost didn't do this because I didn't think that I could be successful. But how would I have ever known if I had never tried? All right. So I want you all to think about that. Brittany says finding and making time. That is a very, I would say finding and making time, Brittany, is a very valid statement. And that's why I want to share with you all the simplicity of what it is that I've created and how I do what I do. And it all being through social media. Like a lot of businesses, you have to get belly to belly, or in the past, they've been belly to belly, or you have to go door to door. The beauty of social media is you literally are building a business on social media. You do not have to worry about meeting someone or going to someone's house and doing a party or doing an event on the weekends. It's all built from your phone in the nooks and crannies of your day. What if there was a proven system for you to follow, to know exactly what to post, to put in your stories, to put on your wall each day to have success? A formula per se. Like you do this and you'll create success. Now, everyone's success takes a different amount of time, guys. So just because one person has, $5,000 in sales in 1 month doesn't mean that you're going to have that same amount of sales that same month, because everyone's journey is different. And that's what we have to also remember. We can't get comparatitis. We can't compare our journey to someone else's. So the lot mindset, I would say. So Yuritsa says money and guidance. Yeah, money, I feel like for the most part is what a lot of people like don't get started because they're afraid to invest money. When really, if you don't invest, then you can't really ever start anything. So you have to invest time or money or both to start something up. I would definitely say both, because if you pay for something, but then you don't invest the time into it to figure it out and to do it, then it's not going to go anywhere. Right. So time and money is definitely something you have to make room in your life for an investment. and for time investment. And you have to also make your spouse and your family aware that, hey, like I'm going to be building something that I'm truly passionate about. And I'm going to be spending X amount of time each day. I would say no more than an hour each day. In the very beginning stages, that's about all you would need to do. The income producing activities that I'm going to teach you to have success. Okay. So Kathy says money and failure. And listen, again, we're going to touch the failure point again. I've talked about it, but I want to say this again. How will you know what you can achieve? And if you would have failed, if you don't ever start. Also, you can only fail if you decide to quit. Okay. So the only way you can truly fail at building a business is if you quit. If you give up, you throw your hands up in the air and you say, I'm not doing this anymore, and you don't give it any more time. If you continue to go on and continue to persevere and continue to post content and continue to do the things that are literally laid out for you to do, you'll have successes. But if you choose to not do them for weeks at a time, months at a time, but then try to jump back in, guys, it doesn't work like that. Like, you can do that, but you're not going to be able to build your audience to trust you. Consistency is key. You do not have to do a lot of work. You just have to do a little bit of work every day. You have to show up every single day. You cannot take days off. You cannot take weeks off. You have to show up every day for a little bit of time. And I get it, guys. Sometimes we have some really rough days where we're like, oh my gosh, like, what am I going to offer the world? The other day, I went to the gym and I was having a terrible morning. Okay. I was like, I don't even want to go. Like, I don't even know why I would show up. My workout's going to be garbage. I got there and I did it anyways. And I just made it up as I went along because I wasn't feeling my workout. But I showed up anyway for me. All right. And the fact that I showed up anyway for me, I was able to get like my best reps on pull-ups because I was just like, so like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm still showing up for me. And I felt really good about still showing up, even though I felt horrible. Sometimes your best decisions or your best days, your best journeys transpire from feeling like you couldn't do it and showing up anyway. All right. Show up anyway. Sometimes the best things come from the things that you fear the most. Actually, I would say all the time. All the time, the best things come from the things you fear the most. Think about it. You have a baby and you're afraid to be a mom. Like, you have no idea like what you're doing, but it's the best, most rewarding thing. It truly is. And it's one of the things that I feel like most of us are afraid of. Going to college, right? It's getting a good career, getting a good job. Same thing. If you're afraid of it and you do it anyway and you show up anyway, you're going to create something you're really proud of because you're going to get past your limiting beliefs and your fears. Yes, fear is the base ingredient for failure. Every bad decision was made out of fear. Like, I feel a certain way about that because I feel like you don't make bad decisions out of, well, I feel like fear keeps you from making decisions, if that makes sense. Fear keeps you from making decisions that could set you up for long-term success. So, I mean, yeah, it would cause failure because you're not even starting. You can't fail even if you don't even start. So I guess that is a failure. But that's kind of the way that I see that. Like, you can't ever fail unless you just give up. And so why would you not start an online business? Why would you not do more for your family than you're doing right now? If not you, then who? If you don't start right now, then who's going to do it? All right. I want you all to answer that question. Who's going to save it? Who's going to save your dreams? Who's going to make your dreams come true? Not no knight in shining armor, my friends, although some of you all may have some husbands that are fantastic. If you want to achieve something, you've got to go for it. Okay? And there may be men on here watching. If you want to achieve a dream, go for it. Like, this is completely and totally like your dreams are on you. No one else is going to show up and achieve your dreams for you. Okay? No one else is going to show up and build your business for you. So I just want to give you that motivation, guys, to just do it afraid. Do it scared. Step into your full potential by learning as you earn. Find a mentor, someone that you know has had successes that you want to follow. Follow them, message them, ask them for advice. Okay. I guarantee you that they would lovingly give you advice. If they are the kind of person that you're following that you see that attracts you, anyways, on social media, chances are they are going to be someone that could really help you. And there's a reason why they're placed in your life. Okay. I truly, truly believe that everything for a reason. So if you all have any further questions about what it is that I do and how I can help you, maybe you have nowhere to start, or maybe you are already building business and you need help with what the next step is for you, what that looks like. Maybe you're getting caught up in what it is that maybe you're getting caught up in your limiting beliefs. Maybe we need to pinpoint those limiting beliefs and figure out what it is that is keeping you from going to the next level, what it is that's keeping you from getting started. Okay. Reach out to me, send me a message. I see Paige is over here, Kathy. I had more people on Instagram than I anticipated. Super cool. But thanks so much. Make sure you comment in the comments if this was helpful by saying helpful. So that way I know that you all enjoyed this type of content. I'm still going to show up and give it to you on Fridays anyways, because I feel like what I have to say is what a lot of people need right now. And if I don't, then who will? If not me, then who? If not you, then who? Okay? Show up. Show up for people. Share what you have in you that's going to help other people. Be a light. All right? Have a blessed day, and thanks for hopping on here. I love each of you. Bye.